Alright. Hopefully, is it streaming? Am I streaming? Let me figure it out. It better. Alright. Hello everyone, it's your boy. It's I should do this last week. Oh well, whatever. So, as you probably noticed, the last live stream I did was celebrating the new year. And this is exactly what happened. So, want to hear. And yeah, I'm gonna try to go through everything that I did. Probably won't go to spam stuff, but anyway, so I, of course, drove about, I don't know, a little over an hour to the event, and this whole thing, which I'm not gonna fucking do the whole thing of, but I basically drove all the way there. Thankfully, there was no idiot people on the fucking road, thankfully. So, anyway. So, I drove all the way here. Or, sorry, drove not all the way here. I drove all the way there to here. And you could see how many fucking. Actually, let me do this. No. So, let me just turning around. That was a sound I shouldn't have did. Alright, and then right over here, right? Yeah, somewhere in here. Is it right here? Yes. Yes, right here. Yes. Alright. Fellow furry? Probably. I don't fucking know. Fellow furries? Fuck if I know. All I know is on. Hold on, you can see how many fucking. Well, when you freaking get in here, you can see how many fucking fellow furries are here.
I'm parked on the back.
How many vehicles are here?
I'm gonna be. I'm sorry, my room is in the back, so I'm gonna be parking in the back. Also, I'm just. Yep, there's one furry. Oh, two furries. Oh, that wasn't already obvious.
Look, it's furries. Look.
There you go. Okay. I gotta figure where the hell I'm gonna park though. Got freaking buses. Holy shit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, back end. Okay, rear entrance is there. Okay. Fuck, dude. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna park. Oh shit. Oh, fellow furries. Furries. Nature driver, please be patient. Yep. Look at all these fucking furries, bro. Oh my god.
Imagine.
Dude, look how many fucking vehicles there are.
This whole fucking part, or there was so many people.
Fucking ooh woo over here. The fucking ooh woo people. I am one of them. Thank you very much. Yeah, obviously. No, yeah, obviously, no shit, right? God damn, there's so many fucking people over here. Am I illegal right here? The one that very clearly, well, clearly, oh my god. If this isn't fucking furry, if this isn't a furry, I don't know what the fuck is. Hold on, I gotta fucking. Oh, you know what? There's spots over here. Okay. All right.
I freaking was like, you know what? I don't want to have that shit all.
It's like, if that isn't a furry.
Anyway, there's fucking furries. Like, as I'm pulling in, there's fucking furries coming in.
All right. Oh, is this on an angle then?
Who gives a shit? Anyway, a whole bunch of furries. Anyway, this is me getting out. This is the last event, or the last furry event until next year. Damn. That's it sucks. Well, actually, you know what? It should be like any other event. I'm just sad. I guess I'm just sad because I don't have my fursuit head yet. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. All right. Let me try to see if there's any information about
blah 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 blah.
Some of the events, and then
I get my shit in.
Yeah, you can very clearly tell by just the car. Before. You know what? I was gonna.
Oh, you see my boy? You see my boy?
You know
Did you realize I showed my freaking part of my shit?
All right, where are we going? Doesn't matter. Nope.
Oh, okay.
So, my boy. That's right. Oh, these furries. Anyway. I mean. Let's start. Alright. Alright, so first things first.
My boy.
Figuring out where everything is and getting my boy. Or in my badge. I don't know where the heck this stuff is at though.
There was a lot going on when I came in. When I got all my stuff. So bear with me.
I cannot wait till my boy is here.
But yeah, this is so I didn't realize this until like literally the day of. But if I would have went the day before, I would have been able to see the opening ceremony. But I was like, oh damn it, because usually I go to these events like the day before, but I didn't for this one. But anyway,
Also, just a reminder, if you guys want to your bags off.
This is over here is like one of those basically like a photo, you could take professional pictures and shit.
So we're
anyway, you can see right here. There's a whole bunch of tape, so you can probably I don't know if you can tell, but like it says like what as you can see like registration, early sign up, blah blah blah. Wide green tape, last minute sign ups, blue tape.
I was just saying where's registration at, but never mind.
You can't miss it. They knew what they were fucking doing.
Whether you signed up beforehand or at the door.
Okay, so all right, this will be easy to figure out. All right, this is the first time I'm coming here.
Okay. So if you do it at the door, there's a couple signs that have like a QR code and stuff on them. You just scan and fill out the form, like you're registering.
Yeah, I've already did it online.
If you already did it, then you should be good.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, it's just like any other event. Go here. Alright. Figuring out where everything was is pretty self-explanatory.
Just today? You want to go follow the book?
Nope. I did it online.
Well, you filled out like 2 weeks ago or more? Okay, you're in the right spot. They already printed for you. Sort yourself out.
They made it so much so easy.
Alright, where am I going here?
Sorry, am I in the wrong place?
I gotta look at this again. Oh god. Real life last name?
Real life last name? Yeah.
We're doing a real life last name? We're doing a real life last name?
Yeah, I had to get my shit, so blah, 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 whatever. Did the thing, then I don't know where the hell this is, but this is what it looks like. Anyway, this is when I get to my room. Also, apparently there was some issues with the fucking room, and I couldn't find it, because apparently there was 2 different towers. They hit never mind. Yeah, I don't know if it showed, but like you could see, you'd very like from where I go. Oh, hey. I mean, there you go, furries.
So I think for like room blocks, it's usually in the same like area or whatever. Like usually you're on the same floor or whatever, or the same sort of area. So you can see fellow furries. But anyway, so I get in, and this is what the room looks like. Let's like settle down a little bit.
So this is what it looks like right now. I have the rest of my stuff here.
I'm out of breath because the stuff I'm carrying is freaking heavy and shit.
Pretty quiet. Got that. And then refrigerator. Yes. Okay. Cool. We can put some stuff in there. All right. Oh man. Ugh.
I mean, this shit was fucking.
Anyway.
Shit was
Hopefully, I'm able to go to a couple. Well, maybe a. Take off.
Here's, you know what? I don't know why, but I freaking put my phone down to fucking like talk while I'm trying to do stuff. But anyway.
God damn it! It's fucking TV, dude.
Also, whatever what I joined when I went into it, it showed my fucking shit. But anyway, this freaking shirt.
Shush.
Okay,
Quiet.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Anyway.
But yeah, I don't know. This is what the shirt looks like.
So many people.
Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna fucking talk about whatever the fuck. I don't know. Shit that happened during the fucking event or whatever. But this is what the shirt looks like. Can I get a good? Yeah. But anyway.
Okay. Let's try it one more time.
Anyway, this is what the shirt looks like. What the shirt design looks like. But yeah, anyway. Okay, what was I gonna say?
You know what? Before I take a piss. Well, first of all, I changed my mind. You guys gotta take a piss. You guys are watching me take a piss. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. This is like, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we just got this. It's like, oh, you guys are gonna take a piss with me. It's like, actually, it's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh.
I'm trying to figure out the room and shit.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great, but it'll work. You know what I mean?
Bad. Okay. Fine with me. Anyway. Okay, one more thing. I just looked at this up, thinking, well, I'm so used to like the things being like
blah blah blah. I'm so used to the fucking. When I literally lifted this lid up, it slammed aggressively. Cause I'm so used to like the toilet seats at home. Like they, let's just say they, what's the word? It has resistance, so you have to like really force it open. And I'm so used to that, and I slammed the shit out of that. But anyway. Anyway, I went to the bathroom. I went down.
There we go.
And then first hung out with fellow furries and stuff.
Oh, there's slightly different.
This I got back to stuff confused because I was like, okay, I gotta go downstairs and get the rest of my stuff. And I got my stuff.
And where's this come out at?
The layout for this during the course of this, I got confused multiple times. But thankfully, I wasn't too confused. So it wasn't like because here's the thing, I'm going when I think I'm at the lower level. This is actually so there's lobby and then lower lobby.
Oh, is that where that Oh, I guarantee I forget where the hell that is. Guarantee you.
yeah, you definitely. It's like, oh, I'm gonna forget where that is, and yeah, you do. Rather, I do. So whatever. But yeah, I went to a couple panels or whatever, and one of them. What's this now?
There we go.
Oh, okay. So this. Okay, so after that, I went to a couple events or whatever, and then oh, that's what it was, a con crud sort of thing. And then we have a an event that I was not expecting to see. Um, so this, I think their person is um, what the hell is it called? Who is the person? What is the person's name again? Oh my god, I think Mochi or whatever. Let me double check actually. I think it's Mochi. Let me find out. Come on. I'm getting the list here. Who it is here. Whoop. Moochie. Okay, so yeah, Moochie, and this is this is saxophone EDM. So basically, so essentially, what this basically is this artist plays the saxophone, and then it's like drum. It's mainly like drum and bass. But this one was like a chill thing, and then you have visuals like this, which of course for the rave, which I can't really play a whole lot of it for obvious reasons, copyright being one of them. And it was just a vibe, you know what I mean? It was chill. But there was one song that I don't know if I'm allowed to play. But this artist, I will be able to actually listen to this when I go through my giant list of like music that I um, of like artists that I follow and or like stuff that let's say I'm that's like Spotify for example recommends me listen to. But yeah, I will basically be able to listen to this person's entire album, and I'll be able to check it out. But yeah, I literally followed an artist, or I have a yet another artist to listen to because of this event. And actually, there's a couple of artists that I'm gonna be listening to that are fellow furries. So, more on fellow furries later in the stream here. Oh yeah, I was also gonna. That's right. I was gonna mention a whole bunch of other inventions, and then this being the last one. But since this one just happened, and I actually had Concrud, which I'm actually on the tail end of having. I'm doing this now. I will go back and kind of mention um, some more stuff about this. So basically, I'm going to be talking about this event, and then kind of getting into the emotional stuff, and then giving you guys some. I'll be giving you guys some teasers here, and yeah. Anyway, so back to this. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, so this event or this like I guess panel I guess was basically being like, hey, this artist like just recently released an album, um, and they were basically playing songs from said album and doing some covers of, like, I think Clarity, a version of Clarity, so Zed's Clarity, like a drum and bass mix, and then basically playing a saxophone over it. Some songs were good, but some were kind of from what little I heard. But the very last song, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check this song out, or check this artist out. And the song that I'm talking about is the song called I Had Fun, Smiley Face. From the album Breath of Life. That's what it was. It was Breath of Life, released November 21st of this year, or no, I think late last year. But anyway, so they recently had an album come out. Basically, like about a month before, a little over a month prior to this. So they basically were like, "Hey, here's this new album," and you know, it was really cool. So I'm glad to be part of to add and have another artist in the rotation of music I'm going to listen to. Which, cool. It's gonna be fun. Speaking of furries, hello Luna. Anyway. But yeah, so there was a couple of other events. This is one of the raves, which of course I can't play or whatever. But these are the kind of visuals we're looking at here. Oh, this is an intermission for the saxophone EDM. So you got fucking shit that you would hear at a club, and then going back to something like saxophone EDM. And this is a more close-up video of the person who I ended up following, which I think they are non-binary. So W. But yeah, just a picture, just like drum and bass, and then a saxophone being played over it. Some of the songs that were played were good, and others was kind of, there's different like versions of it. But yeah, kind of, And then this one is like this one has to do with like scammers or whatever, being like, okay, how not to get scammed, and it's basically like same sort of shit of like obvious things of like, hey, scam, like how to identify scams, you know what I mean? And basically information if you have like Telegram or whatever, and then fursuit information if anybody wants to commission a fursuiter or commission a fursuit maker. I wonder if, oh, you know what? I wonder if this has like information of like if you want to do it yourself. I don't know. But yeah, anything having to do with that sort of stuff. And yeah. Anyway, here's one of the couple of raves. There wasn't a whole lot of raves, but it's a rave. Oh yeah, this is one of the many raves is just end up being a circle. You got all these fucking fursuiters or all these fairies going out of the goddamn circle. So stupid. Like this is this. Only at a furry convention you see this sort of shit. It's like, bro, this is so stupid. Like, There's more people that come in. I didn't realize that. Oh shit! Stupid. So stupid. Oh, more visuals. Oh my god. Even more rave shit where it's normal. Oh, we have just a balloon. Hold on. Like, hey, sure. Why not, right? Hey, they were vibing like everybody else. Hey, I was just like, okay, that's new. Never seen that. Like, all right, you do you, I guess. You know. Oh, and this is more rave shit. Got this furry jamming out, which I've actually this furry right here, this horse, I've seen in a couple of conventions. So they were at Secret Shift Fest, Furrydelphia. This one, which again I will talk about all the again I'll talk about all the other conventions while I went to, and basically more information later. But yes, I gotta get in contact with this person because well, I'll explain it later. But bunch of fucking furries jamming out to good music. Hey, it's a vibe. There's not a whole lot of people, but you know, whatever. Bunch of furries. More vibing. Even more vibing. You get the idea, right? Oh wait. Hug the goat. Hug the goat. Hug the goat. It fills you with determination. People were supposed to like talk to this goat right here. This person, the goat costume right here that I'm circling. I don't even know if you can even see what I'm looking at here. No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. But yes, more furries. I think this is just mainly just kind of me showing off the music that's played and then the visuals. But you know what? Here's the thing. Given the couple or the conventions I went to, a lot of them have similar people. So like staff like overlaps with people that like do this sort of stuff. So like they own or they run a convention and then they kind of help out with other people's conventions. So it's a good overlap. Good fucking overlap. Yeah, I got fucking home, fucking tired, enjoying myself, you know. But anyway, so we got the morning after.
This is what my view looks like outside, but I'm mainly just like going to the event downstairs. So I am gonna go to a place around here though, which is gonna be just a Best Buy and to get a cord.
Yeah. We don't care. Like we don't know. Like that's the things. Okay, great. If you got a freaking cord or whatever to charge your shit, and then you fucking went to do your thing. Okay, we got
For
it.
anyone who doesn't know what this is, well, it's one of those lanyards where you press.
Blah blah blah. I'm explaining like the fucking whatever. I'm getting a fucking cord to charge this. So basically, it goes in the rave. Anyway, this is what I wore. So we got the fucking boy kisser. We got the fucking badge. So we got the badge. We got a boy kisser. And you gotta fucking flip. You gotta fix it. You gotta, yeah. Like him, boy kisser, fucking the badge from here. And we got Sea Crusher Fest on the Sea, which there's some information I have here, which I will be showing later, or possibly some information about this. But yeah, anyway. So we got these two, and then the fucking rave shit, which is right here.
Good old boy kisser.
Yeah, boy kisser, fucking furry. And then Philadelphia shirt. Anyway.
Alright.
And then we go.
The boy.
The boy. Right. Flip the boy. And then you go. And come back. And there's a sticker, which I didn't do this. I forgot to do this. Yeah. Anyway, so. Here we go. So, some charity chaos. So this is a bubble. Well, this bubble stand, was actually at a convention that I went to, which it's basically a bubble stand. You basically donate the little bubbles, and that goes to the goal, the charity goal. But anyway, here's some chaos. There's some unfiltered chaos while I grab some food. So I will mute real quick, and you can watch this fucking chaos. So fucking funny. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you'll be seeing some fellow some friends, but I wasn't expecting to meet some fellow furries, which I will explain again later in this. But I met some during the second half of this year. I met a group of fellow furries that I'm going to be doing some stuff with, or hanging out with more during this year. Again, I will talk about that later, and yeah. Anyway, without further ado, some chaos, which you would only see in something like this. But anyway, I will say this right here. So this shelf right here is like charity auction, charity raffle sort of stuff, and then of course there's this. But anyway. There you go.
We're even selling lessons for bubbles over here.
Lessons for bubbles too. Please.
Don't have any cash? It's okay. We got a card reader.
If you want first-hand bubble account, I can account 11 out of 10 bubble.
Why is nobody listening to me?
You hear that? 11 out of 10 doctors say it's good for your health.
They are not paying me to be a doctor, but I am not a doctor.
Oh my God.
I now have a lot more. I already had like 20 built up. Come and get some bubbles over here.
Hey, you
Oh,
over
so the
there.
music playing in the background
Hey.
is on loop. They basically
You're making him sad if you don't get bubbles.
I'm gonna start crying, and I'm an ugly crier.
Hold on.
Oh my
I
God.
now have a lot. 11 out of 10 doctors say it's good for your health.
They are not paying me to be a doctor, but I am not a doctor.
Oh my God.
I now have a lot more. I already had like 20 built up. Come and get some bubbles over here.
Hey, you over there.
Bubbles.
Hey.
Aw. You're making him sad if you don't get bubbles.
I'm gonna start crying, and I'm an ugly crier. Want some bubbles right freaking now.
You will make us happy if you buy them, and you'll make yourself happy.
I will be a little less miserable if you guys will donate for some bubbles for
Come get some bubbles, please.
Wow, it's almost like I have this really loud megaphone and I'm broadcasting for, a really good cause. And nobody wants to buy any bubbles. That's
Yeah,
really
come
sad.
and get your bubbles.
Come and get your bubbles, please.
You're making him sad, and then he's gonna be angry.
I'm getting so angry,
You
bro.
won't like it when he's bubble angry.
sorry.
What do you need to blow bubbles?
Also, real quick, I want to say this right quick. So when they go, when I pan over to the right, when I go over to when I point my camera to in the like to the the right or whatever, it's in a lobby. This is in a lobby. So where you're freaking checking in, checking out, whatever, you can hear, you can see and hear all of this. It's so stupid. Anyway. the, the lobby can hear. And there's like people doing stuff, like just chilling in the lobby. And these people are just talking to them. Like, they're like, you're making me sad.
25 cents! That's it! Only 25
I
cents!
don't have 25 cents.
We have a card reader though!
How about now?
I don't have a card with me.
She gets you Apple Pay too! And we take anything! Come and get bubbles!
We are desperate for.
Huh?
Is your voice okay?
No!
No.
No!
It's-
Your voice again?
No.
It's not okay!
Let's go.
Let's do $10.
$10?
Oh, we gotta take her.
That is so
You know what? You all can be like this person. You all can be blowing bubbles right now. You can all be having.
Dude, you know what? I was gonna do that, but I was like, I just wanted to record. I wanted to record the chaos. I'll do it next year when I actually have my first suit. You know what I mean? But fucking hell, so stupid.
A really grand time blowing some bubbles for 25 cents. Come on, you want it?
Let's try this.
Actually, you know what? I just realized something. They did that for
Yeah.
they did that for another. Was it Furrydelphia? I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was this chaotic though. I don't think it was.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Ah! I cannot be trusted with this thing.
I will pay you back. I will pay you back.
Hey, blow some bubbles for 25 cents.
Oh my god.
Ah, shit. Grant's here. Trouble started.
Oh, you got a card? Okay, I'll work on that.
God damn it.
These are a good one.
Oh, yeah, lot. So small or big?
Absolutely chaos.
Big? Okay, it's gonna be slimy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they also got yelled at for being too loud. Over and over again, they got yelled at.
Testing, testing. Man,
Wave it slowly and then gently close it when you got a decent bubble form.
Okay.
It is finicky, don't worry. Premature bubbles don't count.
Premature bubbles don't count.
Almost there, almost there. Try again.
You're gonna get it.
You got
You
it.
can get it. You can get it.
Try until you get bubbles. And you got so many bubbles. I'm not gonna count how many.
Mother is fucking whore. I fucked your mother and you born.
You are poop from booty.
My son was bastard son.
What? You're poopy. Bastard poopy is all you are.
No.
Oh, it's a freaking scammer video. Hold on. All right, so how about that? Scammer Ridge is not part of it. Anyway, there we go.
More bubbles. You know, this kind of chaos. This kind of chaos is like it's memorable, bro. Bro, guys, bro, get everybody's attention now. We have like, which is an audience. Oh my god. Like, bro. Okay. Then we have the cherry auction, which actually had actually, so I would say it's right here. Um this is right here. Mother Inferior, which actually was at um Philadelphia, which actually they also have their own convention, which I'm hopefully maybe be able to go to next year, or I guess this year. Um, which if I'm able to, I will be going to. But yeah, more chaos. Anyway, a cherry auction, which of course is being chaos, as always. But yeah, anyway, also there's a lot of other stuff that I don't know if I'm able to show off, but um, there's a whole bunch of events that I was going to, so I didn't really record a whole lot, but anyway. Okay, so we have. Oh yeah, okay. So for there's a um. Okay, so here's the thing. So in the lobby there is, or there was, sorry, there was a table where there's a whole bunch of like different things, and this was shown. So I actually have information up top, and I will be talking about that later. This is a possible convention I'm going to. Maybe I don't know yet, but it's possible. Anyway, next, skipping for now. Okay, this is the back of that. But anyway, this is another rave that I went to. This is the day of. This is basically New Year's Eve. You see how there was more people, like, when I was getting close to the event. There's way more people than yesterday, or sorry, the day before and whatever. Oh, okay, this is right after. Okay, this is right after New Year's. So we'll go into um um so go into the um was it the stream, New Year's Eve stream. Let me grab it real quick. Right here, I think. This, yeah. Sure. Okay. So we have this, which is right after. We have this. This is before. So remember this whole thing? I think like there are so many fucking people here. Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Bringing in the New Year strong.
Jesus Christ.
And once we drop this
Yeah, you see how many people there are.
some very important words from our conchair. Right up after this in just 30 seconds.
Yeah, this past year was fell apart.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yeah, hold on. So I know you can't hear. I noticed you can't hear me in this, but I basically was just like, look at how many people are. The thing was fucking packed. Fucking packed.
So much for being here at New Year's.
Oh wait.
The first welcome you to the year 2026. Thank you guys so much for being here at New Year's Prairie Ball. My name is Drain, I'm director of AV, and I also help out with public safety. And thank you guys so much for making this the biggest, craziest NYP yet. And now, for just a moment before we continue the music, don't you leave, don't anybody leave. I see you leave. Turn around and come back to me right now. I have a few very important words from our conchair. Real loud. Please put your hands together for Kaiserino.
I don't know what the hell they even said, honestly. That.
Thank you all so much for being here. This has been a new era of NYP, and I thank you all for just coming here and bringing in brand new year. you. First things first. And with the 2026 registration total, how many people we have registered? 972 of you came out.
972.
This is our largest con ever.
It's like, dude, I literally have. I don't know why, but every convention I went to has had some sort of record. Everyone. I think maybe other than one. But as far as fur conventions, I've been part of records, bro.
Am I really just gonna be all part of a whole bunch of records? What the fuck?
This year for West Ham Neighborhood, we have raised $4,594. We have raised $4,594.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute.
We have raised $4,594.
So $4,594 and some odd cents.
Please enjoy the night. Please party the night away. It's a brand new year. Let's make it a good one.
You have to forgive me, I literally just woke up from a nap. I also think the post-con credit is hitting really early, so. Just because I feel like it, bro, you better freaking turn up. I've been working on this set for a minute now. Holy shit, dude. Let's get this party started. That's all I ask.
Holy shit.
But yeah, once after that, you see how fucking packed it is? Everybody kind of like. Anyway, I freaking hit it out. And then I'm just like, this is where when people leave, most people leave. And there's a lot of people to that. And then after a while, you can see how it was like before. Everybody's kind of spread out. More people, I move up. Got people who are down here or up there or whatever. You can see how there's barely any people. You're literally right next to the fucking thing. Of course, I had my earbuds in, but my ears didn't get blown the fuck out. But yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, of course, I didn't get back home. Or not get back home. I didn't get back out to my room until like 2, 3 in the morning, I think. And you can see how little, like right after that whole thing, look how many people are left. And I was like, apparently they just kept like playing music until who knows how long. And I was like, I gotta go to sleep, bro. I have to go night night, man. Like dead ass. But yeah, this is what looked like afterwards. But yeah, I was not about to fucking like try to. I was not about to try to go home after this. No, not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna fucking happen. But yeah, kind of wild. That's right. So you have that, and then down the hallway, which I actually went a wrong turn. I should have went down there and then back to my room, but I ended up taking a wrong turn. And one of the people that's I didn't expect to be at the convention, which actually I don't think I recorded. I think oh no, it was between me recording. But like after that, you'd see like people just in the lobby, just basically doing something like this. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's another thing of like a convention, and then one of my one of my friends just takes the vibe. It's an inside joke. There's a her, 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 her. Also, that bottle was like empty, but I gotta remember, like going to the convention, I need to make sure I don't have anything. Okay, get my boy. I gotta get some Blackhead insurance. But yeah, and yeah, we're just kind of dancing and stuff. But yeah, just a vibe where it's like, I literally was there for a little bit. I'm just like, I need to go eat, bro. I need to go eat. Need eeps. Need eepies. But yeah, kind of funny. But yeah, I was like, I can't stay up early anymore. When I went back downstairs, when I first went out to my room. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh. This was because of the rave. Or flashing. And then that's it. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. No, me talking about. Me talking. Anyway. So, New Year's Day, after going to sleep, and basically when I was basically getting ready or packing stuff up to then go home, and that's what this is.
All right. Oh, people were saying that snowed last night. Okay, not too much, but enough to be like, yeah, it's might be a little rough on the roads. Actually, you know what? I don't know over. Should be fine. You know what? I'll just watch it and make sure, or I'll.
Whatever, you'll figure it out later. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I was just basically going down to get food, and oh, there is it. Some of the elevators made some weird noises. I didn't like that.
All right.
But anyway,
so hello everyone. It is the day of New Year's Day, and it's a little snowy, a little bit.
Yeah.
I went out earlier to check my car to make sure everything was all good, and there's little to no snow on my car, so we're good. I don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
But so here's the thing. I originally was going to try to do this, like really quickly because I thought I had to basically check out at noon or before noon, but it's actually 1 p.m.
TLDR, I thought you had to leave or had to check out earlier, and I basically went through everything that I ended up getting when I was at the convention. It turns out I didn't even need to do any of that. I basically rushed to show off everything, and I didn't have to rush, basically. Which is kind of annoying, but you know what? Whatever. Anyway.
So I'm going to try to go through all of the stuff that I have here. Whoops. All the stuff if I have time, and especially over here.
Which, here's the thing. So, me being like, okay, I can't show this, blah, 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 I end up just being like, you know what? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense now, right? But I basically was just like, I end up just being like, you know what? Because the thing is, originally, I was going to show this off and then basically doing this, like, basically a week ago. You know what I mean? But obviously didn't do that. Anyway.
And then two.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Alright, run it.
Let's get it. Alright, so first and foremost, so this is why, okay, here's the thing. So this is the reason why I was like, alright, because originally I was going to try to, like...
Yeah.
Now I don't need...
Complimentary late checkout, 1 p.m. is available that day. But anyway, so I basically just explained there, and it's just like, snacks and drinks. Oh yeah, that's right, because for the event, there was they literally gave, like, snacks and stuff, like, so anybody that was part of the convention got it, you know what I mean? Also, the complimentary breakfast it was kind of, that wasn't great, you know what I mean? It wasn't great, you know what I mean? But some of it was good, most of it was kind of, I don't know, you could have went and, went to a diner nearby and it was better. But to be fair, it was free. But apparently, the food or like the breakfast, apparently, if it wasn't for this, you basically had to pay money for it. You know what I mean? Which is like, okay, kind of dumb.
Anyway, these will come in later. Well, it doesn't really matter with these because I didn't even use them. Anyway.
Whatever. These are only for alcohol, and apparently you had 2 of them. Whatever.
Anyway,
who cares?
So it says, welcome.
I mean, it's like, okay, whatever. Who cares, right? Explaining everything, like, all right, yeah, you could want to, like, if you want to sit here and read it, go for it. Like, there you go. And yeah, that's showing them. And then Palace Market. This I didn't get. But yeah, I was thinking about getting food at this place or at there's a like a restaurant in the actual place, but I don't know. Maybe for next time I'll do that. But yeah, we'll see. Check out. They got room keys. Blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, they of course gave me like for everybody who checks in. I guess I don't know if it's just for like anybody at the front desk or just for us that they have. Basically, when you check in, you get like a cookie, a rub cookie. But
Anyway, now on to the actual convention. So there's Furry Ball, and then this. Yeah, you recognize this, don't you? But yeah, Mega Mall. Which, by the way, oh, that's right. You can't see it from on this side, or maybe you can.
you can't. I checked.
I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Maybe not from this.
I mean, the people. Okay, here's the like. I literally like you saw the fucking beginning of that, right? You saw outside. You don't see the fucking mall. You know what I mean? It's sort of sided.
Maybe not from this angle, but there's a mall right next to here.
Which, by the way, I do go into the Mega Mall or whatever. Because apparently there was some shit that happened. That apparently they didn't like fursuits, but like for the there was apparently nothing against like people having fursuits or whatever or having any kind of face masks. But they had like a list of other fucking things. So
actually went to the Best Buy to get a charger or a wall charger to help charge all my stuff, and I'll be going to that. And
whatever. Long story short, I will be showing this place. Anyway,
I gotta.
Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, why? But whenever I drink, whatever.
Shut up. You need to.
You
need fucking water. You had to hydrate. That will come in very. That'll come in later.
Either whatever. I don't know. Okay, so make up only that in the mall right next to here.
Yeah.
The first furry ball, often referred to as NYFB, is at humble beginning. 20 years.
Yeah. Just fucking read it already, damn it. Just read it, okay? There you go. I literally read this shit out. Can't read currently. Or can't read correctly. Wild, isn't it? Can't read. The furry can't read. Just fucking go down, you motherfucker. God. Okay. Okay, you're able to read that. Hosted by a nonprofit group called First State Foundation. And then check the convention website for more information. Like, it's not difficult, dude. It's not difficult to fucking just do the thing, you know what I mean? Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Everything will be fine. Right, chat? Jesus. Alright, what the fuck? Oh, okay, alright. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, and there's a career card. There you go. Then we got featured artists. And then that's information. And we got the fucking, like, around where the eyes are, you have that recognizable fucking thing. Here we got the furry. Here we got. There's a lot of 80s shit. Yeah, 2026 charity. It was West End Neighborhood House, which again was like 4.5 thousand and some odd like dollars and cents or whatever. But kind of wild. And of course, this is explaining everything about it, about the charity, so on and so forth. And then of course the charity QR code right there if anyone wants to fucking do that, or you just easily look up. You just easily look up the fucking or the West End neighborhood house on Google or whatever. Like that's basically it. I mean, then we got raffle rules, which I didn't even look at. I was going to get stuff there, but I didn't. I was going to do some of the raffle stuff, which apparently there was a raffle as well as auction, but I didn't participate in either one of them. The raffle, it was just kind of being like, hey, having just getting some of the stuff that's like low value or whatever. But then there's the auction, which I of course showed before, where I was just like kind of being a bystander, basically, or not bystander, a spectator. But yeah. So wasn't a whole lot to. There wasn't a whole lot, and then we have the dealer's den map, which of course I mentioned. Like this stuff is over here. There's stuff over here. Is that, but yeah. Anyway, and basically just pointing out all the different stuff, and then like whatever. Most of the rest of this stuff is basically like minus this on the right hand side right here is dealer's den stuff. But yeah. All this stuff, all these are different like people, and then Triangle Manor. There's actually a So I got the hat that I showed you, or that I kind of pointed at, which showed S8 or sorry, not C S8, CH has a sticker that says Triangle Manor. There's actually some let's just say some other merch that I can't show obviously on here for obvious reasons, but there was some, let's just say some pictures, some arts from basically like old art, like what the hell is it called? It was from like 70s, 80s or whatever, and let's just say some NSFW that's like there's apparently a project where it takes, let's just say, old art from like basically the original like furry art, and let's just say some like comics of, let's just say, NSFW art. And I want to help I want to help I guess what's the word? I want to help fund that. And I got it. I don't have the pictures because it was a mystery like package or whatever, and I don't have it. But I do have the link to everything on that. I don't know if I'm going to show that at all on any sort of stream, but the fact that that's a thing is something that I will be talking about. But yeah, some old some like stuff from like 70s and 80s. It's like when people were like the whole furry fandom was even like the beginning of the furry fandom as it is now. But
I have a couple. I think I have a couple things I want to talk about. If I do. Oh, you know what? I do. Here you go.
Whatever. I just explained. I was like, oh, I want to talk about it. Blah 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 blah. I just explained it. So anyway, and we got Gay Possum, which actually there's like quote unquote crash cards where it's like a cardboard sort of badge card, whatever, which I didn't end up doing. And there's also, I can't remember if the artists are on here, or at least I should say I don't remember the artist or the booth that I went to offhand. But I will be explaining some stuff I'm gonna be talking about toward the end of this. But there's some art I'm gonna be, or sorry, some more art of my boy that I will be showing later. But actually, no, that's right. For my VTuber or my PNG tuber, so basically I have my VTuber avatar, my 3D VTuber avatar. It's like the picture when I speak. There's more art of my boy. That's I gotta figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, I'm getting some more art of my boy, and again, I'll be talking about it. But yes, anyway. One of these, actually, Shelsos, is actually a person that I've actually talked to with, or that I've actually, one of the couple people that I'm going to be, or that I've talked to about some stuff, some future endeavors, which again will be later. But yeah, I fucking explaining everything. But anyway, so yeah, here's the layout.
It may seem.
It may seem. I was gonna say it may seem a little confusing, or sorry, it may seem very easy to figure out, but it ended up just being kind of little strange. But anyway,
pretty normal, or like it may seem very
it's like I just, you know what? I'll just let past self fucking explain it.
What's the word? Looks easy to figure out, but doing it or walking, no, not.
I mean, to be fair, like what you would normally expect in a hotel. I mean, this is a slightly like some of the stuff in here was kind of like weird of like the placement and stuff, but kind of
Okay.
Kind of strange.
So this is how it was. Which, by the way, when you look at this, but the bubbles. Anyway, there we go. The bubble stand. The bubble. There's a whole. I'm gonna show. You know what? If I have the video, or if I'm able to get the video, I will show this.
Yeah, what you saw earlier was just a fucking chaos with bubbles. And then they got yelled at least twice when I was in that, like, fucking, what was it, 6.5 minutes I recorded. So, it's like, they're too loud, too chaotic, or whatever. It's like, yeah, you need to calm down, bro. You need to calm down. Also, photos. Coming soon. Not this year. I don't have any photos lined up. Anyway. So then, okay, so we have main entrance, which is main events and stuff. So Headless Lounge, of course, for anyone who doesn't know, for whatever reason, is for fursuiters, which it's like, okay, if you will basically overheat or whatever, this is basically one of those things where it's like it's basically like a cool room where they have a whole bunch of events, and basically like if you're burning up, for example, this is basically to help kind of cool you down, basically. Which hopefully with the setup I'm going to be having, which again, I'll come at later, I will hopefully be able to not even have to worry about being here. But if need be, right? If any time that this is available, I will at least be like, okay, I make sure, like, kind of figuring out where this sort of thing would be if I should need it. I know where it is. But yes, and we got charity. So that's like the table or whatever, and like over here is where the chaos happened. And then kind of pointing everything out, and then there's that, blah. Which, again, this is another thing. This is some of the stuff, like, this was kind of, again, confusing at first, but then it's like, okay, it makes sense, you know what I mean? Then we got game room, which there's what was it? Like board games and stuff, and then there's an arcade, and it was sectioned off. You know what I mean? But yeah, everything is pretty much like right next to each other. You know what I mean? Which is good. But yeah, schedule.
So first time ever.
A BetterHelp ad. The new year isn't about doing more,
Hey.
it's about carrying less. Therapy can help you unpack what's been heavy and bring more clarity, calm, and perspective into 2026. BetterHelp makes it easy to match online with a qualified therapist who can help you see things more clearly and move forward with a little more excitement. See for yourself. Visit betterhelp.com/pressplay for 10% off.
Shush. Kay la boca. Anyway. What the hell? What the hell? What was that fucking ad? Where did that ad come from? There we go.
For
Anyway.
house panels.
Anyway, like I said before, so this year or this past year, they didn't have, for whatever reason, they did not have panels last year, or I guess the first couple of times before. Now they do. And then, of course, the QR code goes to newyearsfurryball.org/schedule, or I guess programming schedule, whatever.
And there you go. This literally just goes to this website, and it just goes.
Yeah. I've already explained it. And then this, of course, I mean, thankfully the website was so like very helpful, but like here's the thing. So there were some meetups, a couple times where there was meetups and stuff, and it's like, oh, main event, and then it's like, oh, basically it was sectioned off. It's not like Furrydelphia, where it's an actual, like, a separate room. This one is just like a big room and then just different parts of that room. You know what I mean?
Very important. They're made possible by.
And then, of course, all the different people, which I just kind of go through and kind of mention everybody. So, head of AV, Drain. Very important. This person is the person who runs Furrydelphia, or FD, as we call it. But yes. So we got all these people, right? Come on. And then we got members of staff, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then we got Charity. I just basically just reading off everything. And then we got Osiris, which is, that's, Mother Inferior, aka that maid person, which they were also doing the helping with the charity auction at Philadelphia, aka FD, and of course they got a convention which is called Forget About It, which actually is a spite convention of Garden State for the weekend. Which I will say there's just a lot of baggage for that specific convention. Garden State for the weekend apparently was one of those conventions or one of those things where there were some very not nice things. Let's just say they didn't like a lot of individuals. They're one of those people that has an issue with lots of different individuals. Also, Blind Wolf 8 at Philadelphia had a panel that I went to, which is basically just like a mental health sort of thing.
Osiris something. Because Osiris instead of Mother Teresa.
That's what it was. I say Mother Teresa. It's like somebody that I talked to. It's just like, oh, Mother Teresa walked so Mother Inferior could run. Which was, it's like, okay, dude. Anyway. So that was it, and then, of course, this is what the back of it looked like. And I was just like, hey, wait, is that all of them? Is that all of the staff? But yes.
Okay, so we got
anyway. Some of the stuff from like the convention or like panels. Basically like COVID test.
2.
Like COVID like test kits basically. Because it's like, okay, how to get like this place did a panel on like how to get rid of con crud basically, or how to prevent con crud. But of course, as I'll say later, actually I can say that now. The reason why I didn't do a stream, not only did I freaking get actual con crud, piss me off. Literally it was like the like day or two after. I guess here would be the like when I started feeling like that because my throat was hurting and I didn't. It was just like it wasn't getting better because even though I drank some water and my throat was still hurting. But yeah. Anyway, so we got stickers where it just says "Stay positive," test negative, wear a mask, keep others in your wear a mask, keep yourself and others safe, and then at COVID safe furs. And of course another sticker, which furries. So we got test kits, we got face masks, we got stickers, and then push that over. Then we got a sticker, which I think was just like when me and another individual were like waiting in line for a panel. Just a person basically going around giving stickers out, and this is one of the stickers. This is the only sticker that I got that was just given to me at this event. You know what? Hey, this is my mood, bro. This is my mood with toxic people. Anyway, what else? Oh, okay. So, this is the furry. Okay, here's a stuffed animal meat, which basically, so this was because I brought. So you guys know that I brought my Blahai with me, right? Jeff the Blahai, and basically a whole bunch of stuff that couple stuffed animals, and then my boy. And I basically got this. So it's just a plush of. It's just a plush picture. So.
I brought my my boy, like all.
Yeah.
And actually, like non-bi. Oh, and then this. This is a clicker.
Oh, this is another thing that I got in the I would think convention or like at the panels and stuff.
You know what? I'll make the joke later.
Whatever whatever. I was gonna fucking. The whole thing was just like, oh, I got a tree. Oh, I'll give you a tree or whatever, and then it'll just be this. I don't know.
I'll make that joke a little bit later. Anyway, there's
you don't make. You ended up not even making it joke.
It's like,
but basically, like what this was like an event where it's like, okay, how to properly use a clicker, basically, and there's just like fucking like videos where it's like, oh, they click this over and over again without like, there's no reward or whatever. It's just like a click, 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 and nothing, right?
All right. Then we got the restaurant, which I didn't.
Yeah. Anyway. I messed it up.
This will be a joke for later. Stuff over there, which for merch. Okay, we got the rest of this is merch, except some stuff over there, which I will fucking talk about. Anyway, first and foremost,
the boy kisser.
This is mainly for a meme, but gotta have the fucking you gotta have the boy kisser, you know?
Absolutely.
You have to have the boy kisser.
Yeah, any fucking furry will have this shit. If you're not if you don't have this anywhere, or any version of this, you're not a real furry. I'm kidding.
Also, this I bought too. So these two. But yeah, I'm gonna put those to the side.
Anyway,
let's keep going here. Okay, so we have green proto, or rather, green toaster.
Green
Why?
toaster.
Because green.
It's. I mean, would you really have to explain that?
Why
Come
else?
on.
Why the fuck else? I'm sorry. I'm just putting it over here so I can go through it later. Or rather, not go through it later. I'm gonna be packing up.
Yeah, we know. We get it. Okay, you said it multiple times. We're gonna fucking. I have to fucking pack everything up. Whatever. We get it.
All right.
We
so,
fucking get
everyone.
it, bro.
Packing up as soon as we empty out one of the next bags here.
Again, just going through
and
whatever.
Let's get it. Okay, so Kawaii Kato. Furry.
And
then artist and content creator. Yin.
Which I actually know Yin. I actually have a friend that's a Yin that I met last year.
What is a Yin? A hyena.
As if nobody fucking knows what that is. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, looking for friends. Anyway,
I'll just do that. After the boy kisser, there's something I was showing, but I'm just gonna we'll just say
it's not sexual. Okay, it's not sexual. Right. Trust me.
I'll just do it. There's more stuff I'm gonna show you, but
well, whatever. It's a horse. Okay, it's fucking Luna. Okay, that same place we got fucking Luna. Okay.
I will wait until the ending here. So anyway, whoop, why is it? Okay. Luna.
I'll hit Luna. Anybody who says otherwise, I'm gonna punch you in your face. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking ugly ass face anyway. If you're a furry, I'm gonna bop you with a goddamn newspaper.
It's
Anyway, you
this
see
on
that,
top.
and
So
then
this,
the end of this, or that part.
and then to the side. Grab some more stuff here. That bag. My matter either way. So, next is this.
What we got?
Okay, so the boy.
The boy. Which, by the way, for Blahai, for Jeff the Blahai, I need to have all the stuff that has to do with like Blahai or Blahais and stuff, and just kind of have it so he has everything. So this being one of them, and then a couple other things. So
Blahai. And it's a, what was it again? Oh, it's just one of these. So hang that on something.
on Jeff
Okay,
the
then we got
Blahai.
Hunk, which is a Wawa reference.
If anybody knows what Wawa is, if you don't, ignore that.
Anyway, then we got Gamer Luna
Magikarp.
with a Magikarp.
Furry. Oh.
I'll put that in there. Okay, that's there. All right. Rice or Ralph. Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's also another sticker that I have.
Okay, yeah. So we have So another one of the vendors that just says Transriser Ralph, and then I have another one that for whatever reason I literally got like 2 different times, and somehow I lost it again. But it was just like booby, or like it was basically like it was like blue-footed boobies. I can't remember what the hell it said, but it's basically just like boobies make me smile, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what the hell it said, but it's basically just having to do with like the whole, like there was a bird or a type of bird that's literally called, they're literally called boobies, and the sticker was basically a play on that. And then when I went to the dealer's den to get it again, the vendor, who happens to be trans or whatever, was just like, "Oh, you want my boob? You like my boobies?" Like, all right, dude. God damn it, this furry dude. But yeah, anyway, so we got Titsu Galaxy.
Look at that bag. Oh my god.
Look at that bag, bro. God damn.
Okay, let me open it.
Open the bag. Open the bag. What you got in the bag? What you got in the bag? What you got in there, furry? Lots of ASMR bullshit.
Oh, that's right. It's only one thing.
Do I show it though? Do you show it?
Oh, is this? Okay, this is for. I'm gonna put that over there. Let's get that one as well. Okay, let me put everything. Comes time to check out. I'm able to just switch. Word. So here we go.
Oh, okay, so I just realized that. Okay, so that bag is for something that I'm gonna be showing, which is the announcement I'm gonna give. So, next,
Sins of Fire. Or sorry,
Sins of
Sins
Fire.
the Fire. Okay.
Great fucking book. Actually, you know what? I haven't read this yet, but basically, so one of the so here's the thing. So so the artist that this book is I actually met up with at in the middle of one of the conventions where me and a friend were kind of waiting for a panel to start, and we got talking to the author of this.
That shit. You kidding me? Hell yeah.
But yeah, Phoenix Ward.
By Phoenix Ward, and then illustrations by Raven Tooklum. So, this is a hard copy of.
I'll let myself explain it. So
a book that's the person that was selling it, which this was in the middle of like going through like panels and stuff, and basically the person was like talking about like basically all about this stuff and being like, hey, like the plot and stuff, where it's literally just like she was like, oh, you know what? I gotta look it up. Actually, I gotta look it up. A lot about this book, and I was just like, you know what? I want to get a freaking hard copy.
But yeah, so I'll explain because my dumbass, I don't think I explained it correct. I don't think I ever explained it correctly. But basically, like, the artist was basically explaining, like, basically giving a whole synopsis of what exactly happens and kind of like the lore and stuff. And, like, everybody loves this character. And it's like, hey, if you get a freaking hard copy, you know, or rather, it's just like, oh, you should check this stuff. You should check this out. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get the hard copy. It ended up being like, oh, it's the first. This is the first and only copy that I had that's a hard copy. And I basically opened this up.
Getting hard.
So I opened this up and getting this, which is the first and only book, is just basically just being like, okay, the synopsis was given, was really good. And I will basically talk about that here. So
by getting a hardcover, but I'm like, hey, you know what? Whatever. But anyway, so in doing so, I'm showing that. Don't worry. We got a bookmark. Hell yeah, waifu. Apparently, everybody likes this character.
Yes.
And then the guy. And then the pen. The pin. And this is the person's socials up here.
If you want, yeah, you just copy and paste that or whatever.
And then join newsletter for more. Because here's the thing. There is actually a second book. There's a second book.
Which, as of when I talked to them, and I think still now, the books for a second one have been published, but it's like a pre-order sort of thing. So the author is just basically just waiting for the books to come in and basically order the second book. So basically, what I'll try to do, whenever I get a chance, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream or off stream or whatever, but basically, reading this book, this book is like 500, like 500 or 600 pages or some shit. It's a lot of fucking there is a lot of fucking pages, but hopefully oh yeah, it's alright. I forgot to ask them if there's gonna be an audiobook. I'll like listen to the audiobook and then basically read it or whatever.
That's gonna apparently so basically they have somebody that's basically printing this stuff or printing the.
Yeah, I'm just explaining exactly what I just said. Like, so this book is out and then they're selling it, and actually when and it was in the dealer's den when whoever that was seriously like the dealer's den, somebody left and then this guy freaking went to whoever left early and then basically sold the rest of the stuff. Sold the rest of his books and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is the sticker. The stickers that were also given.
I think I got the last one of I got the hardcover, which was the last one. I got this, which is the stickers of like different expressions.
But yeah, we got, I don't know, we got like 6 of them, so you know, yeah.
And here's the thing. So it's also signed.
Look at that, bro.
Well, one of the many friends that actually is in a group that
Whatever. A friend that was one of my friends that I met this year in a group also got a they got a soft copy, but they still also got a signature. So at some point I want to read it. But it's like I just got so much stuff to do. And of course I've been sick the last couple of days. You know, I don't want to be friggin' like reading this while being sick and then be getting basically the mucus from my nose and stuff on the book, and then the book's ruined. You know what I mean?
Back here, so we got a whole bunch of pages.
I mean, look at that.
Signed, and we go from the back here. So we got a whole bunch of.
You can see how many there are. Like, yeah, it's like 500 pages, bro. It's like, god damn. 576 in total. That's what it was. 576.
Holy shit. Wait, where's the actual... Oh, okay. Okay, so is this the right... Okay, so here we go. So this... Okay, so the main story, 512 pages.
First of all, are you good?
Okay, so...
Wait a minute, what did bro say just now? Hold on.
The main story, 512 pages.
12? First of all, can you read? Can bro read? Apparently not. That says 572. Not 12. It doesn't say 512. That says 572
pages. And then we have epilogue,
which is like 2 pages.
But you know, I will at least read this and kind of, because this is actually, I think this is part of
yeah. Where you going?
Whatever,
we get it, okay? We get it.
Or follow the newsletter at this website.
But yeah, if you want to see the rest of it, and then basically, I guess, different, you want to get basically more in depth and like more of the story, there's the website's right there.
Our future source for you to read you may like. So no one knows dragons coexist.
Also, this is the back of it, so that's... So no one knows dragons who coexisted with humans. Ancient times long past, we shared magic weapon and even our very souls with these creatures. Society's connection between them spanned the test of time through art, stories, spoken word. Yet, though depictions remain, they no longer exist. Christian armies, believing these creatures to be devils, laid siege to end the species in a wild pursuit of their promised land. Bloodshed for nearly 2 centuries suddenly came to an end. Concurrently, those winged beasts, admired and feared, were distinguished without a trace. It's 2028, and the Crusades are talked about in my college classes. One dragon was able to escape at all by sealing itself in a blade. If such a blade existed, and if such a blade existed, and anyone here were to live it today, they'd reignite the war long distance. Excuse me. If such a blade existed, and everyone, okay, let me read that one more time. if a blade existed and anyone here, or sorry, fucking Christ. Oh my god. If such a blade existed and anyone were to lift it today, they'd reignite the war long dormant. An affront on God himself.
Originally, as far as this character originally was in a bleed, and then when it got to this guy right here, turned to a pen in there.
Yeah, it has something to do with like something to do with like, oh, it's, I don't know, like the sword or whatever would be like, okay, it's for the next person or whatever. I don't know. It was confusing the way it was kind of worded, but I'm sure it will explain it like eventually when you read the book, it'll explain it. But yes, it just says on the very bottom, I'm Cain, by the way, Cain and Wind, and this is Mishira, the affront to God. And then we have the pen, and then this is the dragon. This is Mishira. This is Mishira right up here, and then the African American guy on here.
I mean, listen,
is Cain. So it's something that I'm going to be checking out. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you guys want, if I could take a picture, or like, if you guys want to try to find it, either you can just look that up or just grab this information right here. I don't know if any of this is in a library or whatever, but Also, there's the pen right there.
Whatever. I'll look it up once I to look it over. Anyway. It is a shirt. I'm going to talk.
Oh, that's right. I got a shirt too. That's right. I did get a shirt. So this is what the shirt looks like.
It's a little messed up, but eh. The girl. Anyway, Sins of the Fire.
Straighten it out, you fucking furry. Goddamn.
To unfold it too much, but
yeah, there we go.
That's what it looks like. I mean, look at this fucking art. Are you kidding me?
Like, goddamn.
Goddamn. Sins of the Fire.
Fix the fucking end, bitch. Thank you.
Yeah, Sins of the Fire. Yeah. Okay. So we got that. All right, I'm gonna put this over there. Put this over here. And yes, I will be following up on this. Not right this second, obviously. I'm not gonna read it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No shit. No fucking shit. Do you imagine? Oh, I need to leave to check out. Oh yeah, let's read this fucking book in its entirety. One of these days I will. But yeah, anyway, that was the end of it. Okay, then we have this.
All right, so,
which of course is one of the main things I'm going to be talking about here. So, there we go.
All right, so
also, I want to say this right now. The stuff that I was kind of being like, okay, I'm not going to show that right now, but yes, this is going to be basically the stuff I'm going to be getting for, like, here's the thing. So, the announcement of what I'm going to be doing, and of course, the couple things that I'm going to be getting for the boy, or rather, what I'm going to be getting starting, well, hopefully by around Q1, towards the end. Alright, sorry. By hopefully Q2, I'll be able to show it off, if not before then. But anyway, go ahead.
Alright, so the moment you all be waiting for. Oh, I don't know how it goes. Anyway,
Chirp.
Oh,
Chirp.
chirp,
Come on.
chirp.
Fucking Lang's all fucked up. Hold on, look at him.
There we go.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
better.
Chirp.
Slurp.
Anyway, the boy.
The boy.
Which, by the way, I gotta do this. Which, by the way, I have,
Whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Because apparently, like this body and then the fur or the feathers up top are slightly different colors. I don't know. I have to look at it again. But anyway, I have to redo, or I have to edit this stuff for my VTubing stuff. Anyway, so Anyway, continue.
which is follow a content creator who happens to be trans.
Trying to be trans.
But
Good, good,
anyway.
good.
But anyway,
The boy.
it's the boy. So you may be wondering, what the fuck? What are you showing me this for?
The eye contact.
Anyway, so here's the thing. So this is a balaclava.
Great, good for you. A balaclava, great, good for you. What does that mean?
You see where they're. You see where I'm gonna go with this, right?
I don't know.
There's a panel. Don't worry, this is a pickle. Okay, this is a pickle.
Uh-huh.
Some stitching. This is my first attempt in trying to stitch in a long while. Hand stitching, of course. Again, you may see where this is going from here.
I don't know if they do. There may be people who have absolutely no idea what any of this shit means. But people who know will probably know exactly what I'm telling.
If not, this I may not use. I don't know.
That also doesn't help. That doesn't help either. At least for people who don't know what the fuck's going on.
If I'm going to use this or anything. Also, this
Anyway, who knows?
cord's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to go over there. Anyway, this I don't know if I'm going to use. I'm not sure.
So this is going to be for a future project, which I do have actually. I actually have art that has the same sort of look, which I will show. But
anyway, this is part of this. This, of course, is other stuff I'm going to be using.
Which I originally showed for like a split second, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to show it with all this stuff. So, looking for friends, which local friends, more local friends. I do have a friend group, which I ended up being part of for the second half of this year, which again I will be talking about. But yes.
This is looking for friends, but like non-toxic friends or non-toxic local friends or
Yeah.
whatever. And of course, 18 plus.
Obviously, yeah, no shit. Could you imagine? Anyway.
This is very important, okay?
For what reason?
Okay.
You may be
It's gonna
asking.
be a pain, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Anyway,
You'll figure it out eventually.
in this coming year, which, as of this morning,
And a week later now.
there's gonna be, I guess, like what's called swatches, which basically is just samples of, to say some of this stuff, some faux. Actually, this is not. I don't think this is faux fur, is it?
It is not faux
Is it
fur.
faux fur?
Maybe on the opposite side, but not that side.
Is this faux fur? I don't
No,
fucking
it's
know,
not.
man.
I don't.
But anyway, on the opposite side there is.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either way. Whatever. It's fucking cloth, and I figured they were showing like a specific like fucking like a thread technique.
But or maybe it is. Fucking
Doesn't
know
matter.
what the hell I was selling, but whatever.
Doesn't
matter.
Yeah, like literally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. What do you need it for? What are you showing us for? Tell us.
It's some fucking sort of cloth. But I was basically learning how to sew, which I fucking suck at doing this shit.
You did pretty good, considering. And if people were saying like, yeah, you did it correctly, it's like.
Also, you're supposed to turn this inside out, but
whatever. I mean, they were literally freaking like, I literally had like an hour in total, so like, you know, if I was to sit down and fucking do it, then I would be able to. But anyway, continue.
we were running out of time, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Do some sewing. And over here was like the
Yeah, invisible stitch. Great, good friend. Good.
This is very important here, because I mean, look at this color. Look at this. It's like fucking.
I mean, I completely forgot. So it's like, oh, it's green, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, that's the same exact fucking like shade.
It's very similar. But yes, I'm making a fursuit.
Yeah, fucking finally you fucking said it. Goddamn.
Specifically, I'm gonna be doing the head, the noggin first. So from basically here up.
For now, I gotta figure out if I definitely want to continue doing it. But this is for now. Which, by the way, I gotta figure out the information about that. Actually, I think I've already gotten that information. Let me see. Okay, so it should be. So the information, or like the quote unquote skull, and basically all the different stuff. Which actually, here's the thing. So the skull, the teeth, which will be part of the skull. We got the glow in the dark tongue here. Then, the eyes. Then we have blush. We have two different kinds of 3D printed glasses, and apparently the ears as well are something I ordered literally earlier today as I'm doing this stream, which is basically just they're just going to be like 3D printed ears are basically going to be like actual ears, and apparently they are going to basically be like there are Iron Bank going to be basically the first person. I think I'll double check, but I'll have to ask about this. But basically the place I'm getting it from, which I will be talking about when the actual stuff gets here, when all the like the skull and stuff, or like the head base itself, which is a 3D printed head base. So the head base or the skull is gonna be a 3D printed head base. The ears are gonna be 3D printed. For this, the outline, like the edge of the eye, is going to be, and then the eye itself is going to be what is it? It's gonna be a mesh sort of thing, and then that's right. I have a Collectronics, which is going to be a blush kit, and then a fursuit, or a fan that's going to be like around where the nose would be. So I basically have a blush and then a fan that basically circulates air. And then of course for the skull, there's got to be like throughout the whole skull, there's got to be like basically ventilation holes. So I'm basically well cooled and I don't have to be like burning up. So
minus the hand, or sorry, the claws, and then of course the arms, and then of course from here down.
Whatever. I literally just I said the exact same thing. Also, for that information, I don't know if oh no, I didn't mention it in here. I only mentioned it. I only mentioned that it's happening. So, as far as when it's going to be happening, I asked earlier when I got the ears or whatever. I purchased or I placed an order for the ears, and when I actually placed the order for the original stuff for the skull, the place I'm getting it from said, or they said that it's going to be around like mid Q1. Because okay, that's what it was. It was Q1 2024. So basically between now and basically the end of March. And when I asked like a specific time frame of like how long you think it's going to be done, and they said mid Q1. So in the middle of basically the first quarter of 2021. So basically, what that means is like around like I don't know, sometime in February. So easier. So either late January and then February question mark. But yeah, um, I think that's really exciting. And of course, once I got the ears and stuff, um, I double checked to make sure it's like okay when I got the ears because actually the ears was like a last minute thing because they just started making that or whatever, and since they were kind of testing out the ears or whatever, I was like okay are the ears like the last minute of the ears because you're just now like or you're just now making or not just now making you're just now um kind of testing, I guess. And you just got it, figuring, kind of working out the kinks or whatever. It's like, is like getting the like ears, the 3D printed ears, going to delay the order? Because I was like, I was curious because I'm like, whatever. But they said like, yeah, it's still mute, still mid quarter one. So again, like another month, about another month from now, I will be able to get some more information. Or hell, whenever I get information, which might be like the next couple of weeks, I will be updating you guys more on what's going on here. So big things, man, big things. Oh yeah, and I also got to. That's right. Um, the only thing I have to worry about for the noggin right now is obviously the fur, which I'm waiting for the rest of the quote unquote swatches to get here, and then I'm going to either I don't know if I'm gonna record me talking about it, or if I do it during a live stream, I'll do the live stream or whatever, and I will basically order the fur, and then while I wait for the base, actually, you know what? I think when I get the base, like the quote unquote skull, I will wait until I basically get done work. I'm going to go to pick it up, and then assuming the fur is also available, I'm gonna get that as well. And basically, I'm going to be kind of unboxing, or rather, I'm going to be showing everything off on stream. Or what I probably will do is I will just worry about getting the swatches, or I'll just worry about getting the swatches figured out, the colors figured out, and ordering the fur from different places, and then when I go to unbox everything, I will unbox every kind of color and kind of show off all the different colors and all the different stuff I'm going to be doing. But you know, that's gonna be a thing. Um. Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I forgot to tell some. I forgot to say something first. I'll finish this so I can I can actually talk about the second half of the year, because this year is rough, and then this is a fresh start to hopefully hopefully changing all the shit that's been going on in my life. But yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. From here down, I am not looking forward to, or not looking forward to. I'm not focusing on that. I'm more focusing on like shoulders and stuff up.
Yeah, because I got to figure out if, like, first of all, how much work is it going to be for this, and then of course I got to get the colors, because actually a lot of this is going to be like probably one color, and then the stripes here is another color, and then part of this would be another color, and this, sorry, correction, this dark green is one color. The stripes and stuff, and then the chest cloth are second color, and then from like right here, oh, that's right, you can't see it, from like basically the other side of his mouth, so like the part that opens, like, so his jaw down the neck, and then basically to the chest fluff is another color. So technically it's three colors. There's also a fourth color, which is an outline of the of the stripes, for example. I don't know if I'm gonna do or have another color just for that. I don't know yet. I'm not sure currently, but we will figure that out once we get to that point. But for right now, not gonna worry about it. And there's actually an alternate color or a different shade of I guess, like, the main color is, it's what's called emerald, and the place I was originally gonna get it from, they're currently out of stock, but they're going to be restocking at some point. I don't know when. I should probably get in contact with them and see when that will be, and hopefully that issue. Well, actually, I should see if the rest of the swatches that I'm waiting for different shades of fur are going to work better than the one that is currently out of stock. But I will figure that out later. I'm not going to worry about that right this second. That is Future Me's problem. For right now, though, I am just trying to make sure I get everything, and the color swatches are the primary focus, and then of course updating you guys whenever the boy is on his way, and kind of for coordinating everything. I think what I probably will do is if I order if the skull and stuff comes in first before the fur, I probably will wait until fur gets here, and then basically show them off all at once, probably, and just do it like in parts or whatever, and then go from there. I don't know yet, but I have a whole bunch of different things I'm doing for this stuff, and I am going to be hopefully showing them off, and well, hopefully I'm going to be able to live stream everything, and yeah, I think for all this stuff, I believe Clover will be sending stuff. He's been busy trying to figure all this out, but I'm sure he'll be letting you guys know or sending some sort of like message at some point. And as soon as he sends that to me, or as soon as he gets a chance to send that to me, I will relay it to you guys. And yeah, I can't wait for my boy to get Can't wait for my boy to be here, man. Can't wait. But yeah, anyway, what were you saying, best self?
And I have a couple people that I'm going to be getting in contact with, and those people will find about this first. And this video is actually going to be sent to them first. The group.
Which, of course, with all the shit that's been going on, given me being sick and shit and forgetting to talk about it, then I'm just gonna have it be just this part. Be like, hey, just right at this point, right?
I'm part of, which is one of the many groups that's helped me get through the second half of this year, which if I haven't already talked about it in the long form video of me mentioning all the different like merch and stuff, and then of course this, then you already will know. If not, then whatever.
Okay. So I do mention. Okay. So, anyway, since I've already mentioned basically all the stuff, and I have been kind of hinting at like second half of this year, a lot has happened since like the second half of the year, which I won't get into details, but long story short, like relationship issues, IRL drama with certain family members. I'm not going to get into details of that because I'm not going to mention any names because privacy reasons. Plus, like, it will just get me pissed off if I talk about it. I mean, it's just drama, right? But I will talk about the stuff that got me through all that bullshit that happened during that time frame. And of course, certain individuals of a certain fandom, and yeah. Anyway, so we'll go with the second half of the year until basically this event. So we had Pirelli Samna. I ended up talking to two different people, two different fellow furries that I met. I made friends before even Pirelli started. Literally like the day before, I think. But yeah. One of which I think was we saw during the convention. I don't know. I can't remember. But Pirelli Somno was really fun for this year. This second year, or sorry, I'm sorry. Pirelli Somna, not Somna. Pirelli Umbra, which is the first Pirelli I went to. It was really fun. This year, which was Somna, even better. Way more people, way more chaos, and especially since I was able to record it, I was able to meet the people that I met at the last year's convention this year. And then, of course, some fellow furry friends, which, of course, Roxanne Wolf, I got her to basically join me, and then, of course, she had fun. She had lots of fun. Lots of chaotic fun, and you know what? I'm glad that happened. You know what I mean? I'm glad that there's wonderful chaos, like happy chaos, right? Think back to the video that I was showing earlier. It was the fucking bubble stand shit. You know what I mean? The fucking bubble stand. Just chaos, but a good kind of chaos. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that, right? But yeah, there's that event, and then there was what was it? Oh, FD, aka Furrydelphia 2025, which was the very first ever in-person convention, or furry convention that I ever went to, and it was chaotic. And of course, for the one stream that I did, which was the tail end of one of the panels that I ended up going to, which I gotta grab that again. Which of course was the which was how to make a sandwich or building a sandwich or whatever the fuck. What was it again? Something about like fuck. Now I gotta figure it out. Hold on. Building a sandwich. Hold on, let me grab it. Hold on a minute. Let me look. Hold on. Where the hell's it at? Oh. Oh, because it was privated. Oh, okay. This is basically like if you like a video where it was just like how to build a best sandwich, and it was just like the most disgusting shit, the most disgusting sandwich. But somehow people were saying it was really good. Don't know how, but okay. And that was with Mother Inferior, which, of course, for when I was showing the charity auction earlier, that was the exact individual. And of course, they have a convention which I will hopefully be going to this year, which I will talk about right after. I hopefully will go. I hopefully will be able to go to that. I hope. We will see. Anyway, so FD was very fun. It was very chaotic, and I love the chaos, bro. Very chaotic. Okay. Now, so after that we had Secret Share Fest, which was the only convention that wasn't having solely to do with with fellow furries. The only event that I went to this year that was part of it was like with a group that was not fellow furries. Secret Share Fest, which was fun, and I was able to meet fellow furries. So I guess that works. I guess I can be like, hey, fellow furries or whatever. But yeah, I met a couple more fellow furries, and it was compared to last year, the year before, which was just like kind of eh. This one, it actually felt really nice. It felt really chill. And of course, the picture that I showed earlier, which let me look and see where that picture is. This picture right here. Apparently, so this I found out some of the individuals that run this convention made their own convention, which is this. Which I'm gonna see if there's any information. Nope. So we have this, which is a possibly another convention I'm gonna go to, or at least let's just say so. For Secret History Fest, there was some drama. I don't know if this is the product of that drama, but again, I'll talk about that when I talk about some future things I'm going to be doing. But anyway, so anyway, back to talking about the conventions here. There's a couple of conventions I went to. So we had so was it Secret History Fest? Okay, Secret History Fest. Okay, so after Secret History Fest, I got into I hung out with a local furry group, which W. I don't know if me saying the name of the group will dox me in any way. I don't know. Maybe maybe not. I guess it's just if I don't mention exactly where or where I live specifically, then I should be fine. But anyway, Pine Furs. You could just easily look them up, whatever. But there was a two separate events that I went to, or two separate meetups, and actually, that was the very first ever meetup with fellow furries that wasn't a convention, and it basically was one of those like Halloween themed kind of one of those chill Halloween time of the year kind of events where it was kind of like a I guess one of those like what the hell was it called? It was like I guess like a fair, I guess a village sort of fair, like a I guess like what the hell? How I word it? It was one of those sort of kind of heritage events. I don't know what the hell you would call it. I'll have to look up exactly what it was. But it was kind of one of those events where it was just like a whole bunch of people go and they basically celebrate stuff. But essentially celebrate the place that the event's happening at. You know what I mean? And you know the people that are part of this group are just kind of chilling on the corner, just kind of chilling, and you know we all kind of went through this like event that's literally happening at the same exact time, and you know we kind of just hung out or whatever. And of course, you know there's individuals that were fine with furries, and of course, like anything else, there's people who have an issue with furries, which most people were fine with like people who happen to be just walking around in fursuits and stuff, and were just like, oh, that's cool, or they either really liked it, they were like, okay, it's cool, go for it. But then there's obviously just like anything else, you know, people have an issue with furries for whatever reason. But I mean, there's only like a couple people that were being like some ignorant pieces of shit that were just like, ooh, furries. But most people were just chill, and I didn't really care about the fact of like it being like people have an issue with furries. It's like we're just doing our own. We're just doing our own thing. We're not fucking bothering anybody. You know what I mean? Whatever. And then of course, then we had skip ahead to the beginning of December, where that same exact group, well, first and foremost, we um, met up like a week or two before a Christmas parade and basically helped out um, building, or I guess decorating I guess event cards, because we were going into the parade or whatever. And we of course went to the parade, and or we walked during the parade where we have like God knows how many other people, and then you just see it's like, oh, all these all these like local businesses. We have fire trucks and shit, and then there's just a bunch of furries just walking by themselves. You know what I mean? And then of course, I don't know what the hell how we ended up getting this or ended up having this, but then there's as we're going through the parade, there's basically like drummers that just be like, all right, let's just join the parade or whatever. And basically had like drummers joining our group or whatever. And I come to find out some of the people that they were walking the parade ended up, or like, you know what? Because my family member, or my family member was with me, kind of being part of this, being part of the Christmas parade, and she was kind of asking or kind of talking to the fellow furries, fellow furries that have either make fursuits, or one person that is confirmed to want to help me. I don't know if they want to be around when I unbox stuff, and because I'm going to be streaming me making my fursuit, my very first ever fursuit. I don't know if they want to be part of it or whatever, but that's not something I'm going to be worrying about right this second. Anyway, I basically have fellow furries that I have met face to face in person, wanting to help me kind of figure out, or helping me figure out, or like agreeing to at least kind of help me figure out what to do for the boy. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing, man. But I hopefully will be able to get everything figured out. But yeah, honestly, I was thinking about this whole thing, and this whole what I'm about to say has been on my mind for a long time. Hell, even before talking about this, but um, this local group, especially, has really helped me kind of remind myself. And actually, correction, not just them. They are part of it, but this entire fandom, the furry fandom as a whole, doesn't matter if it's online, doesn't matter if it's in person, doesn't matter if I've talked to the person or not. You know, everybody has helped me kind of remember, because, dude, specifically the second half of the year was rough, and being around fellow furries, for example, kind of helped me kind of, I guess, grind myself and being like, hey, it's not all. I mean, yes, a lot of shit is going on in the goddamn world, or there's people who are going to be assholes, and people who didn't have to be decent, or didn't have to kind of be decent person. You know what I mean? It's like they're being decent people. You know what I mean? You know, the same group of people that, hell, you know what's funny? Completely separate from these groups, and like these of the couple cons, and then like the group in real life, or sorry, the in-person group. Outside of all that, just the furry fandom as a whole. There's people who are a part of furry fandom, the furry fandom that treat me like garbage, right? Maybe feel, let's just say, bad about myself, right? For one reason or somehow for, for one reason or another, right? That same exact fandom as a whole helps me get through the toxic people, the toxic fellow furries, by the way, right? Toxic fellow furries, they can help me get through the toxic fellow furry bullshit, right? Relationships, ex-friends that I, because of one person, almost made me lose two overlapping friend groups just because of some fucking lies and shit. Which, by the way, thankfully, I got back those two friend groups I just mentioned. Then we got, did I say relationships? Exes that happened to be fellow furries that made me feel like shit. People were this part. People who had to be fellow furries. There was other furries. Thankfully, way more furries that were decent fucking human beings, and actually, some help. Some of them actually like talked to me, and they kind of helped me realize that there's kind of, I feel like I'm gonna taper a little bit. These exact same furries that I talked to, and kind of um hell, one of them in the same group that I actually hung out with a lot during NYFB, during the last day until they had to go home, sleep, or whatever. They were coming down with something. Um, they it made me realize that there's there's still good people in the world, and just the members of the furry fandom that helped me kind of see that there's, still good people in the world, helped me kind of realize that it restored faith in humanity, even just a little bit. And to the good people, to the people in the furry fandom that actually gave a shit, I I I owe you guys. I really do. And I guess a way of kind of thinking the people that were fucking decent people and whatever. I, of course, was like, you know what? I also wanted to be part of this this great community that minus the fucking toxic people. Um, the vast majority of people that actually give a shit and help people have, again, like I said before, like helps me kind of were kind of being like, hey, if you want to vent to me, you can, kind of thing. I thank you guys a lot, and me making a fursuit, or at least putting together a fursuit, I I want to be part of this community because it helps me kind of get through the second half. And also, I also mentioned to the couple of people that I talked to, actually the one person I was mentioning, where we spent a whole lot of time during this past event. I plan on going to at least one furry event each month. Conventions, meetups, hell, just fellow furries, just hanging out without, you know, like being with a group. It's just basically human beings that happen to be furries, just hanging out. Hell, I'm fine with even one-on-ones where it's like me and one other person being who happens to be a furry, just hanging out for the day or whatever. Honestly, I want to do that. Because this, of course, subject to change is life, but I thank you guys. I thank you. I thank you guys, the fellow furries, for helping me get through the second half of this bullshit. It's fucking horrible last year. And to all the toxic people, and better yet, just the toxic people that were assholes, fuck you all. And I hope for next year I'll be able to be fully part of this event or this community by having a fursuit, and of course some of you guys some of you lovely individuals, or I should say some of you wonderful individuals helping me kind of figure out how to do all this stuff. I'm out a good portion of you guys, or a good couple of you guys. Again, the in-person furry group, and which of course are all locals too around where I live. And I hope to see you guys more next year, and hope to see you guys at some of the conventions I'm going to be going to next year, which I'm going to be hopefully, well, I'm gonna try to go through them. But yeah, I'm grabbing the information right now. But yeah, I thank you guys. I really do. Like, I really do. The more I think about it, the more it makes me want to freaking cry. Cause fuck, like, I had so many fucking toxic people that I had the misfortune of dealing with, and I should have been part of it a long time ago. But it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? It's better than. It's better. I should say it's better than not at all. But anyway, so the cons I'm hopefully going to be going to. I'm looking right now. Okay, so we got Furthermore, which is a furry convention in Baltimore, Maryland, which is late March, which hopefully, if everything goes well, the boy will be there. I hope. Then we got Forget About It, which is a Spite Con for Garden City for the weekend. Then we have, of course, Ferality, which is the only furry convention that takes place online through a video game instead of it being in person. Which that's going to be the first weekend in June. I don't have the God, can't think right now. The dates offhand. But it's gonna be more information because there's gonna be a Ferality Cyber Connection mid January, but I gotta figure out all that information later. But anyway, then we have after Ferality, we also have Furrydelphia, which is August 6th to 9th. So 69. 6 to 9, 69, nice. Then the MLKP convention, which I'm not sure right now, which was the Secret Share Fest. I don't know if I'll go to that one or the other one that I found out about. I don't know. If not, I was just gonna figure out something to do with fellow furries. I don't know yet. Secret Share Fest is a possibility, but it's also it's possible. I don't know, like if there's anything else that's going on with that, or if I want to change my mind or whatever. But anyway, we'll figure that out. And then of course, and by the way, this is only conventions. This is not talking about like meetups or anything of that nature. Because I don't know. I mean, the conventions are the only things that are confirmed dates or whatever. So, anyway, Secret Share Fest, I don't know. It's late September. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to that one. Anyway, and the last convention I'm gonna go to, as of right now, as of recording, or rather streaming, is of course New Year's Furry Ball for next year. So basically going to the convention that I went to basically this time, or when I came back this time last